What's going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Bring the Juice. You guys, Cody and Derek here. And guys, we have another one for you. And in the 6th round with the 211th pick, the Indianapolis Colts selected edge rusher Titus Leo. This one was definitely a very interesting one. I completely forget which school he actually came out of. Is that a Wagner?
Wagner, yeah.
It was a
small school guy.
Small school guy again. I think this might be like the 3rd year in a row that Ballard has taken a small school guy in the 6th round.
Yep.
But nevertheless, not a small school guy. He is a definitely big guy that has some good intangibles. Again, another good athlete here on the edge. And, you know, this one was definitely another one here, Cody. We're still wanting to stare at them getting an interior lineman. They just never actually ended up doing that. So, you know, it's definitely a mystery.
Yeah, it is. But the Colts go with traits here. Titus Leo, you know, very much like an EJ Speed type of pick. You take him off of, you know, he's not as talented, I would say, as EJ Speed was coming out, but you bet on a lot of those traits, right, for Titus Leo. And you bet that he can put that together, be kind of a nice rotational piece on this defense, and, you know, maybe can contribute on special teams a little bit. You just, you know, this is what it's all about, man. It's all about getting these guys with traits, you know, letting them work with these coaches and seeing if they can develop into anything. So Titus Leo, just another guy, small school guy who was very productive. We talked about it at Wagner again. So small school, hopefully he was, but he definitely was a guy that, you know, the question obviously is just the jumping competition. That's how it's always going to be with these small school guys. That's the biggest question for Titus Leo is, you know, how can he, you know, can he put it together at the NFL level? You know, some guys can, sometimes some guys can't. Like EJ Speed is able to do that, but it took him 2-3 years in order to do that, right? Yeah. And then he just this last year started to really come into his own and was, you know, really developed along in this Colts defense. But so I think the same could be here with Titus Leo, where he's a guy that he just needs to be developed. He just needs to be developed, learn the NFL speed, and really get acclimated to the competition he's going to be facing, you know, here at the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, the only difference was when it came to a guy like an EJ Speed in the 5th round. I mean, EJ Speed was a guy that had extremely high intangibles. Like he was a kid that should not have been in the spot that he was in. Like, I mean, athletically and physical traits that he had, it was all so crazy. He just shouldn't have belonged in that spot. And of course, like, he was able to form so much better later on, because once he finally got caught up to the NFL speed, he started getting it down, because he had when you're 6'4", 235 pounds, and you move faster than any linebacker out there, then of course you're going to be able to handle that. But I don't know about Titus Leo. That's going to be an interesting one, because the overall size is not impressive. He's really kind of small compared for the edge position.
6'3", 243.
And then of course, you know, just overall a decent athlete, just not a great athlete.
I will say he does have pretty long arms, over 34-inch arms. Mm-hmm. So that definitely works to his advantage. And, you know, it's kind of a pretty deep defensive end group right now. Mm-hmm. I mean, you added obviously another defensive lineman. So, like, where does Titus Leo fit into this group? Not entirely sure yet, but the production's there. The question just is, can he put it together? Like you mentioned, a little bit smaller, but, you know, the athletic traits in terms of he is so fast. Like, he's a guy that posted elite speed in the 40-yard, 30-yard, and the 10-yard runs, and also got had a pretty great broad jump as well. So, you know, it was really just held down really by the size and the bench press. That was really the big things that held him down from being more, but still a very athletic guy, you know, by 8.5 score there for Titus Leo. So it'll remain to be seen if he is a factor here with the Colts, but I think right away you can pen him as a guy that could play some special teams, and I think could really, you know, potentially, you know, work to develop his game like EJ Speed did, you know, as a small school guy. So Titus Leo here, guys, with the Colts, 6th round, pick 211. Let us know your guys' thoughts on the Colts selection here. That'll do it for this one, guys. Thanks so much. And as always, go Colts.